Hey everyone, this is Shrek from New Zealand, and today I will be showing you one way of playing the Jetpacks Was Yes solo by Periphery. I will be playing it in the original key of the song, but to play it the way that I play it you will need to use a drop D or standard tune guitar. So without further ado, let's get started. The phrase begins with a trade between the 3rd and 5th frets of the D and G strings, and ends with the 1st and 3rd frets of the D string. Take the first 4 notes of that phrase and end with the 4th and 6th frets of the B string, with a bend on the last note. Putting that all together and you get the next phrase begins with the 12th, 13th and 15th frets of the D string in a sort of galloping pattern, onto the 10th and 12th frets of the G string and the 13th and 10th frets of the D string. So that gives, following this is the 11th fret of the B string, the 10th fret of the G string, a finger roll onto the E string, back onto the G string on the 12th fret. This gives you, the phrase finishes off with a lick on the 11th and 10th frets of the E string onto the 11th fret of the B string. Put this all together and you get what follows here is the 10th, 11th and 11th frets of the G string onward. This is followed by a hammer-on and pull-off on the 10th and 11th frets of the E string, followed by a small sweep pattern down to the G string through the 11th and 10th frets. Put that together and you get from here, slide down to the 7th fret, go back up to the 11th fret of the B string, perform a hammer-on and pull-off on the 7th and 8th frets of the G string. Put this all together and you get following where we left off is a slide down to the 5th fret, followed by a finger roll to the D string, and a trade between the 8th and 5th frets of the D and G strings, which gives you, following this is the 5th and 7th frets of the G string and the 4th fret of the B string, and you can add some slides or bends to that to give it a bit of flavor. Following this is a legato lick starting from the 5th fret of the G string, going down the 8th, 6th and 5th frets of the D and A strings. Putting this all together gives you from where we left off, hit the 6th fret of the A string, followed by the 3rd and 5th frets as a slide. So that's, following this is a string skip onto the 7th and 8th frets of the G string, and following this is a finger roll across the 6th fret of the B and E strings, right back down to the 7th fret of the G string. So that's Put this together and you get. Up next we have two sweep patterns connected by a slide. The first is on the 10th, 8th and 10th frets of the E to the G strings. The second is on the 15th, 13th and 12th frets of the same strings. Connected they sound. Up next is the 15th and 18th frets of the B string, followed by a slide from the 15th to the 12th fret of the G string, and finished off with the 13th and 12th frets of the D string and the 15th fret of the B string. Put together that sounds. All of this played together. The final section of the solo starts at the 22nd fret of the E string with a semitone bend. This moves to a small sweep pattern across the 18th, 20th and 19th frets down to the G string. So that's. Following this is a slide down to the 15th fret, a finger roll across to the B string, and the 16th and 18th frets of the B and E strings. So that's. Finally the solo finishes with the 15th, 16th and 13th frets of the B string. Putting that together.